Morning, Year 11. Welcome to our latest lesson of badminton. Now, this week we've had the announcement that's been made that we are due to come back on Monday the 8th of March. For you guys, that means you're coming back to school on Wednesday the 11th of March. So, unfortunately, we've got 2 more weeks of online lessons. So, in terms of what we're working on, now you just saw me, as you were coming in there, practising the shot that we worked on last week, which was the short service. So, let's take a moment, think about some of the rules for the service. Can you name any? So, rules from the service from last week. Firstly, we always serve diagonal to diagonal. Now, let's remember, in a game of badminton, if we're playing and our score is even, we always serve from the right-hand box to the left-hand box. And if our score is odd, we serve from the left-hand box to the right-hand box. In a game of singles, our court is long and thin, which means that the outside tram line's out. The inside tram line in the game of singles is the edge of the court. The back tram lines, they're all in a game of singles. So it's actually this line here. You go beyond, it's going to be out. This line here doesn't count in a game of singles. You don't need to worry about that. That is only used for the service game and the game of doubles. Other rules that we need to be aware of. Firstly, I have to have both my feet planted in my service box. Secondly, I have to strike the shuttle below my chest height, which is my bottom rib. Third point that we worked on last week was the idea that the racket head has to be lower than the wrist when we strike the shuttle. Now, the idea of the short serve is to try and bring your opponent really close to the net. And you just see there, all 3 serves land really close to the box. This week, we're going to work on a counter action to the short serve. So that means if we've had a short serve hit to us, what are we going to do to affect our opponent? So, counter actions to the short serve. I'm about to receive the short serve. Let's have a look at the types of return open play. The clear, moving my opponent away from the net. The net shot, hitting the shuttle just over the net into the forecourt. The drive, hitting the shuttle back flat towards my opponent. And one more. Not a good serve, take it again then. The kill, the net kill. So, the shot that we're going to work on, the counter action that we're going to work on, is called the net shot. In fact, it's called the net drop shot. And it's a bit like fencing. So I move from my ready position, which is here in the service box, not quite a third of the way back, racket nice and high because the shuttle's got to come over the net. And it's like fencing because I'm going to step forwards. Now, as I step forwards, you'll notice that the racket head of my racket is slightly lower than my wrist. If I'm stepping forwards on the backhand side, it's the same thing on the backhand side. Step. I'm not taking a big swing for the shuttle. The idea of the net shot is I'm wanting to drop it just over the net. So I'm literally meeting the shuttle each time. Soft hands. Let's just have a look at what that shot might look like in reality.